Welcome to T10 Info TV SK channel. My name is Syed. Here I am with the latest news for 1st September 2023. This was all about Saudi Arabia respond to a distress call from a ship carrying the Iranian flag in the Red Sea. According to Al Arabiya reported on Thursday, the ship sought assistance from Saudi Arabia following an injury sustained by one of its crew members. Saudi Interior Minister receives Ambassador of Iraq to Saudi Arabia. The Minister of Interior Prince Abdulaziz bin Naif received the Ambassador of the Republic of Iraq to the Kingdom Safia Talib Al Suhail in Riyadh. During the meeting, they discussed several topics of common interest. Several officials were in attendance at the meeting. Jordan and Cyprus explore investment opportunities. Jordan's Ministry of Investment held a meeting on Thursday with the Cypriot investment promotion agency. Jordan News Agency reported the meeting followed up on the outcome of an agreement to promote investment cooperation reached last August during Cypriot President Nikos Christodoulos' visit to Jordan. Houthi missiles hit Marib as GCC chief arrived in Aden. Houthi attacks continued in Yemen on Thursday as the Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council arrived in the port city of Aden. The military reportedly fired 4 missiles at camps for displaced people in Marib. They hit 3 camps but caused no damage or injuries to the civilian population, according to the government executive unit for camps for internally displaced people. Indian capital uses fake monkeys to show real ones from G20. Authorities in New Delhi have installed fake monkeys and deployed people mimicking their sound to scare away real ones from venues linked to next week G20 summit. Delhi has a big monkey population and authorities hope that life-size cutouts of aggressive langur species will help prevent smaller macaws from disrupting the meeting of global leaders who will convene in the Indian capital on September 9 to 10. Indonesia in talks with King Salman Academy for Language Cooperation. Indonesia is in talks with the King Salman Global Academy for Arabic Language to expand the reach of Indonesian literatures in the kingdom and attract more Saudis to study at its university, Jakarta Mission in Riyadh said on Thursday. Arabic is an important language among Indonesian Muslims who comprise over 80% of the country's 270 million population. Most of Indonesia's thousands of public and private universities facilitate Arabic as a foreign language and offer Arabic studies in their programs. International companies are racing to expand their investment in second Saudi World Defense Show. Several leading Saudi regional and international companies are showing massive interest to expand their investment through participating in the second edition of the World Defense Show, which will be held in February 2024 in the Saudi capital Riyadh. The exhibitors were quick to reserve 93% of the exhibition space, estimated at about 47,000 square meter, that is 5 months before the scheduled commencement of the leading global defense and security event. The WDS is one of the pillars of Vision 2030, achieving the kingdom's goal to localize 50% of its military equipment spending by 2030. India's Adani Group stung by fresh controversy. India's Adani Group is facing a fresh controversy after a new report says it used opaque funds to bypass rules that prevent shares price manipulation. The report alleges that the group invested millions of dollars in public traded stock of its own companies through offshore structure. It names 2 individual investors who allegedly bought and sold the stock on the group behalf. The Adani Group rejected the claims, calling them meritless. The report was published on Thursday by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, a global network of investigative journalists. The Guardian and Financial Times also published stories based on documents they provided. The Adani Group operates across a wide range of sectors including commodities trading, airports, utility, ports and renewable energy in India and other countries. It is led by billionaire Gautam Adani, who is currently at number 24 on the Forbes real-time billionaire list. China tells India to stay calm in border map probe. China has told India to stay calm over a new Chinese map that Delhi says lays claim to its territory. India protested after Beijing released the map showing the northeastern Arunachal Pradesh state and the disputed Akasitian Plateau as China's territory. Beijing responded by saying its neighbors should refrain from over-interpreting the issue. Meanwhile, media reports say Chinese President Xi Jinping likely to skip next week G20 leaders talks in Delhi. Moscow sees no sign for new guarantees on grain deal, Lavrov says. Russia sees no sign that it will receive the guarantees that will allow it to resume a deal permitting Ukraine, one of the world's main exporters, to ship grain through the Black Sea, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Thursday. Strict laws apply in the UK, banning the possession and sale of daggers and knives. The British government has banned the possession and sale of sharp knives and daggers. We are banning zombie-style knives and daggers, the British Home Office said in a statement on Twitter on Wednesday. The statement added that the new powers are being given to the police, under which possession and sale of knives and daggers can be punished with up to 2 years in prison. The British government ban is aimed to reducing crime and says by reducing crime, lives can be saved. Kuwait to introduce unique punishments for domestic violence social work. In Kuwait, authorities have issued a draft law to protect against domestic violence with unusual penalties. According to Newspaper 24, the non-traditional punishment prescribed in the new procedure including bathing the dead, cleaning parks and public places. The action plan said that the perpetrators of domestic violence will be provided community service in 6 areas without any compensation. Apart from handicraft, education and training work will also be taken from those involved in domestic violence. Apart from this, various work will be done in the field by the Ministry of Employment. According to Kuwait judicial source, under the action plan, domestic violence offender will be subjected to various social activities for 3 months. Pakistan former Prime Minister Imran Khan bail decision to be challenged in Lahore High Court. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chairman Imran Khan has challenged in the High Court the move to cancel interim bail in terrorism case on basis of non-compliance. In the petition filed in the Lahore High Court on Thursday, the superintendent of Atok Jail and others have been made parties. Imran Khan challenged the decision to reject bail through his lawyer Salman Safdar advocate. The lawyer has taken the stand before the High Court that the petitioner is being subjected to political vendetta. The petitioner was convicted against the fact in Toshakhana case on August 5. In the petition, the High Court was informed that immediately after the sentence, the police arrested the petitioner. Pakistan Caretaker Prime Minister directive to provide all facility to overseas Pakistanis at the airport. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has said that overseas Pakistanis are a valuable asset of the country. They have valuable service for the stability of the economy. All facilities should be provided to overseas Pakistanis at the airports. According to the official news agency APP, a meeting regarding the country's economy was held under the chairmanship of the Caretaker Prime Minister on Thursday. 1 in 4 Ujjwal Yojana beneficiary took 0 or 1 LPG cylinder refills last year despite 200 subsidy, RTI data reveals. In India, 1 out of every 4 beneficiary of the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana, a scheme aiming to make LPG gas cylinder available to rural and deprived household, either did not take any cylinder during the last financial year 22-23 or took just one refill. The spike in LPG cylinder price have made them an expensive proposition even for subsidy. Household rates have almost doubled since 2018, hitting 903 rupees per cylinder in March 23 even after the 200 per cylinder subsidy offered to PMUY beneficiaries. At INDIA dinner, several leaders called for a quick bite into election season. As the third summit of INDIA parties began on Thursday, several leaders asked the bloc to pick up its pace and show a sense of urgency. At least two of them, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and the Samajwadi Party senior leader Ram Gopal Yadav, spoke of the need to have a seat-sharing formula in place at the earliest. Before a dinner hosted by former Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, the leader of the Indian National Development and Inclusive Alliance, sat together for an informal chat where each expressed their opinion. There were no discussion on naming a convener or chairperson for the coalition, so said. Instead, it was decided that a set of working groups, including a coordination committee and a joint committee for communication, campaign and public program, would be decided in Friday meeting. A panel of national spokesperson for the India bloc could also be announced on Friday. India likely to have common social media team. Pooling the resource, the India parties are likely to set up a joint social media team drawing manpower from each party. The social media team of all coalition members are scheduled to meet on September 2 in Mumbai, a day after the opposition bloc third summit conclude. The idea is to propagate a common message and also to reach a bigger audience spanning the current social media outrage of all India constituents. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak appoints Grant Shapps as a new defence minister. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on August 31 appointed Grant Shapps as his new defence minister in a mini reshuffle following the resignation of Ben Wallace as defence secretary for personal reason. Mr. Shapps, who was Energy Security and Net Zero Secretary in the cabinet, has been a strong supporter of Mr. Sunak as Conservative Party leader. Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia protest Chinese map. The Philippines, Malaysia and Indonesia on August 31 released a press statement voicing their opposition to China New Standard Map for 2023, which has also drawn a strong protest from India. Beijing on August 31 again defended the issuing of the map on August 28 when asked about the protest from India, Malaysia and in the Philippines. The map showed within the Chinese border of all the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh, Akis chain as well as the entire South China Sea. While these were also displays on previous version of China's official map, the issuing of the new map has been seen by China's neighbors and complicating territorial disputes that are being negotiated. That's all in today's headlines. Keep watching TTN Info TV SK channel by subscribing and do hit the bell icon to receive notification and more updates.